is going to be what prompts the showers and storms for us here locally in the central Gulf Coast. Besides Idalia, which might have just strengthened to a tropical storm, from the latest National Hurricane Center update, it basically said any moment now it's going to strengthen. So let's see if the latest it is. It is now Tropical Storm Idalia. So it has just been updated within the last 60 seconds. Tropical Depression 10 is now Tropical Storm Idalia. So I'll actually read you the latest from the National Hurricane Center just since it just came in. So from 10:15 Central Daylight Time from the National Hurricane Center, depression strengthens to a tropical storm. Observations from a NOAA Hurricane Hunter aircraft indicate that Tropical Depression 10 has strengthened into Tropical Storm Idalia. The maximum winds are estimated to be 40 miles per hour with higher gusts. So there you have it. Idalia, our eye storm, is on the map. And really, the cone that is going to remain the same as with the latest update. Just because it became now Tropical Storm Idalia, the cone hasn't changed from what we just went over. So still expecting it to strengthen to a Category 1 hurricane sometime on Tuesday and eventually make landfall somewhere in the region of the Big Bend of Florida. Going into the afternoon hours today, we'll get the latest update on the forecast cone. So make sure you are checking back later today when the forecast cone becomes updated once again. So everything we just went through is the latest. It's just now Tropical Storm Idalia. It has strengthened to a tropical storm. But elsewhere out in the tropics, we do have Hurricane Franklin, now a Category 2. It is still going to strengthen, possibly to a Category 4 in the next couple of days as it stays out in the open ocean, but it is going to move ever so close to Bermuda. So Bermuda really has to watch Franklin closely going into the next few days as it strengthens to a major hurricane. But it's going to hook off to the north and to the east and move out into the open ocean going into the second half of this week. Couple other areas to watch in the couple other areas to watch, I should say, in the central Atlantic Ocean. One area has emerged off of Africa. It's kind of just a blob of moisture that we'll be watching, but it looks like it's going to fizzle out and stay in the open ocean. And then you notice this little X out in the central Atlantic Ocean, that is fizzling out as well. So those other spots out there, don't have to worry about those. It's just Franklin will be possibly an issue for Bermuda heading into this week. But all eyes are on Idalia, which is now our next named storm that we are going to be tracking as we head throughout the rest of today and early this week, since, yes, the forecast is going to change. But again, what to expect here in southeastern Louisiana and South Mississippi here at home, really little to no impacts are anticipated. Maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, it gets a little breezy along the immediate coastline. Maybe we get some larger swells out in the Gulf waters, some choppy water possible. So really just for mariners, something to keep in mind. Tuesday, Wednesday, it gets a little breezy. Maybe the water gets a little choppy from this Idalia moving to the northeast towards Florida's Big Bend coastline. And possibly with that cone kind of going back and forth going forward, we'll be able to refine where is this cone really going to be pointing. So I would say Big Bend, Florida, from Panama City down to Tampa Bay, that is the best bet to see impacts from this system. Just make sure you're staying tuned for the latest forecasts. As we go throughout the afternoon, we will provide more updates on what's going on with Idalia and what's going on with the rest of the tropics. So make sure you're checking back today, and you most certainly check back in the next couple days so you know exactly what's going to happen. So thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Hopefully you will be able to stay safe if you're in the area of the cone, and make sure you have those plans in order.